What's up, guys? Welcome to Fantasy Smack Talk. I'm Namco, sitting here with Dustin. This is our outfield, tiers 1 through 5. All the Yankee fans and any single Yankee in our first 5 tiers, so go ahead, check out tiers 6 through 10, and there'll be a couple Yankees in there. Go ahead, Dustin.
All right, tier 1. One of our favorite sleepers from last year, Carlos Gonzalez. This guy was awesome last year. We expect him to pick up right where he left off and have another solid year. Number 2, Ryan Braun. He just keeps on doing it year in and year out. Should have another solid year as well. And the last guy in this tier, Carl Crawford, got a new home in Boston. Should have more opportunities for everything. And we do expect his numbers to be the same, if not even better this year.
Tier 2 starts off with Holiday. What's not to love about this guy? Batted over 300, almost 30 home runs, over 100 RBIs. A solid all-around player. Next on the list we have Matt Kemp. Actually a disappointment. He was one of the first outfielders taken a season ago and did have a down year, but that potential is obviously there. Then we have Josh Hamilton. I mean, there's some guys out there who absolutely love him. We've seen him go in the first round in some drafts. We just feel he's too much of a health risk to be taken that early. And then last, we have Sin-So Choo. I personally love this guy, and what's not to love? 2020 guy that bats over 300, get him on your team.
Number 8, we got Nelson Cruz. Pretty impressive what he was able to do in less than 400 at-bats last year. If he can stay healthy all season, look for him to have solid numbers. Moving down, we got Andrew McCutchen. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. I love watching this guy play baseball. I love watching him run. He has the potential to fill it up across the board. Look for him to have a solid season. Moving down, we got Hunter Pence. Got off to a terrible start last year, but really turned it around and played well towards the second half. Hopefully he can carry that into this year. Next, we got Justin Upton. It's not out of the question for this guy to be a 30-30 guy. He's still only 24. All the upside in the world with this guy. And the last guy in this tier, we got Ichiro. Still batted over 300 last year. Still had over 40 stolen bases. He still gets it done.
Tier 4 starts off with Jason Hayward. Obviously, he had a great rookie campaign, and we do see room for those numbers to go up. However, don't fall too much in love with the name and overdraft them. Next, we have 2 guys that really fill it up across the board for you, and Chris Young and Alex Rios. They don't hurt you in too many categories. Young, his average is a little bit low, but either way, you gotta love how much other stuff they're gonna get you. Next, we have BJ Upton. Really a disappointing year a season ago, but even in a disappointing year, he managed to grab 42 bags. And last, we have Jacoby Ellsbury. Carl Crawford's in town, so he's going to be leading off, bumping Ellsbury down that lineup, but it's still a potent lineup. Just those days of 50 bags, probably gone.
Let's take a look at Tier 5. We start with Jay Bruce, still only 24 years old, 25 home runs last year, pretty impressive. We think he's going to just keep getting better and better. Next, we got Jason Worth, new home out there with the Nationals. Decent power totals last year, but it's not really the best ballpark out there in Washington. Worth might take a bit of a hit this year, but we still expect his power numbers to be there. Then we got Colby Rasmus. Great year last year, only 464 at-bats. He had 23 home runs. We really like this guy's upside, and he can throw in a few stolen bases for you. Moving down, Delman Young. Seems like he's been around forever, but he's still only 26, and he's still just getting a little bit better every year. And you gotta love that 112 RBIs from a year ago. Moving down, Mike Stanton. This guy could be the steal of the draft at 22 years old. He had 22 home runs last year, 59 RBIs, and only 359 at-bats. If he could put it all together, he could be a top 10 outfielder. And the last guy, Andre Ethier, got off to a smoking hot start last year, but really cooled off. But we think he's going to have another solid year.
So there you have it. That's tiers 1 through 5. As I said, we'll promise you more Yankees in 6 through 10. That's also available right now. We have a top 100 cheat sheet. March Madness for NCAA is on the site, so log in. Any forums, any forum questions you have, post your teams. We'd love to go over that. A lot of stuff going on. Fantasy Smack Talk.
Baseball.